Another live, and today's topic is how to market and sell your digital photo booth. When I say sell, I mean promote it, how to pitch it, how to get people interested. We are in a very unique time in photo booth rental history because the digital photo booth is still a new concept, believe it or not. I know for some of you, you've been doing it maybe for a year or two, but like for most people, they still think when they're booking a photo booth that this is the outcome, right? That they can only get prints. People don't understand what a digital photo booth is. So luckily for us, that's actually a good thing because we can pitch and shift it and promote the digital photo booth any way we want because it's so new. And I want to tell you guys the strategies I use and what I apply and how I get so many digital photo booth bookings. And when I tell you guys about 95% of my events are digital only. Even though 95 of my new clients, my new leads, they want digital. Luther, wow, man, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Shout out to Luther, good to see you. So yeah, this is some secret sauce here, you guys. I'm gonna give you every little ounce of game that I have about the digital photo booth and how I'm so heavy invested in it and how we promote it. So step number one, I have a video, right? The easiest way for somebody to understand what a digital photo booth is, right? Someone calls, they're like, we want prints, and I tell them about the digital, they're like, I don't understand that, what does that mean? Send a video. So if you don't have a video, make one. Hey, Drew here today, I'm gonna show you guys what our digital photo booth experience is like. So when you walk up to it, you see this, you press the button, and then just walk them through it. It's a lot easier for someone to see something and hear it through a video than you just saying it, right? There's also too a lot of people that don't want to feel stupid, so they may not even like ask what a digital photo booth is. So like I get into the habit of just sending everybody all the content we have. So if I get a lead, they give me a phone call and they're asking questions about prices and what options are. While I'm talking to them, I'm sending them videos, right? Like I literally on my notes, I have a list of videos and I just copy all of them and I send it. So I'm on the phone with them. I'm like, yep, boom. I just gave them a quote, but I said, look, I actually sent you a bunch of videos to show the options. I sent you one about this, one about that, one about that. So like, if you're not ready to book now and you want to just do more research, let me know. Or if you're ready to reserve it, let me know now. I'll take your credit card and we'll book you, right? So how do I promote it? Well, I think the best thing about a digital photo booth is the simplicity. It doesn't cost per use. There's no print cost. There's no printer for the headaches. It's a simple, easy setup. And with that, we have the all-day rental, right? I'm kind of the godfather of that. We started that long ago. And it changed the game. It changed the game because now my rental is more valuable than the average Joe that has a printer, right? The average Joe that has a printer has you at a 2-hour minimum for $500. Well, Uncle Drew has a $300 all-day rental. Who do you think is going to get more leads? Just strictly promoting off of what you get. Me. So that's how we do it. We do from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. I let them have it for 12 hours, and I want them to have it longer. The longer my client has my digital photo booth drop-off, the more time I have to do whatever the heck I want with my time, which I'm usually using to make more money by doing more events or spending time with family or going on a date with my wife. Or like, I love the fact that I keep my time. So I promote it as all day. And again, it's just a 12-hour window. I should probably lower it pretty soon down to 8, but I'm kind of fighting on that, debating if it's worth it or not, because very few people actually book it at 11, but I like the option to be able to come that early. I promote it as an unattended event. Shout out to Kim, shout out to Rumo, John Q, good to see you. I promote it as a unattended rental. And most clients will say, well, don't we want someone there? And then I'll say, you don't need it. It's a simple setup. It doesn't require a photo booth attendant. And I'll say, this is exactly what I say. I'll say, from my experience, if we have one of our employees there, your guests may not want to be as comfortable. They won't be as comfortable as they would if no one was there. So example, if your cousin and your cousin's wife want to kiss and do something silly, they may not do it if we have an attendant literally standing next to the booth. And they're like, oh, that makes complete sense. So I turned something negative into something positive. And then I'll also mention, I'm like, if we have an attendant there, we're going to have to charge you per hour because we have to pay our employees by the hour. And you see how I'm saying employees? It's usually me showing up too, right? So yeah, I fake it till we make it. I always make my business and my company probably seem bigger than it is, but we want that. We want to look big. We want to look legit. We want to look like we have a team, even though it's just typically my wife and I, right? What else? Okay, pushing the digital photo booth experience. So understanding the type of event you're doing is an easy way to take some angles and to pitch it. So if it's a wedding, right? 99 out of 100 times, the bride is going to be the one booking you. If not the bride, obviously, like the event coordinator. I love asking before I go into prices and figuring out like what I'm going to offer them first, is asking what type of event. And when they say wedding, I'll say, look, our digital photo booth would be perfect, because if you hire another photo booth company, and I'm sure if you have any quotes, they're going to start charging you by the hour. If they're charging you by the hour, they're most likely going to start setting up during your wedding, which I don't know about you, but in a perfect world, you'd have a photo booth company not be seen at all during setup or breakdown. But our digital package, we can come before any of your guests arrive and then come pick up the photo booth after they leave. You won't see us. We're not going to be setting up anything loud during your speeches, XYZ, and the brides love that. And I only know that because I am married, right? And I've done a lot of weddings. Another thing too is I'll pitch to the brides. I'll say, look, if you hired us today, I could literally tomorrow send you an event link that'll have all of your photos uploaded live. You don't have to wait 3 months for the photographer or a year for your videographer. You'll have these things instantly. Brides love that. I've had some people too, like some brides or people throwing parties. They're like, we don't know if we need a photographer or a photo booth. Like, we don't have the budget for both. I throw photographers under, what are they, under the rug? I don't know, man. But this is how I throw them under the bus. I will say, look, and I mentioned, I'm like, photographers are typically taking photos for the most part of people that don't want photos taken. Everybody that uses the photo booth, those are people that want to take a photo. And I'll also say too, like, the photo booth, you don't have to, if we're doing a drop off, you don't have to worry about vendor meals. You don't have to wait 2 months to get your photos. And yeah, a photo booth experience are photos that everybody that wants it. And I usually come into it and I'm like, and we're probably going to be a lot cheaper than a photographer. Under the bus. There you go. Under the bus. Yeah, it was under the bus. No shame. I don't mind. And I know some photographers would probably listen to this and say, well, I could say that your iPad photo booth has terrible quality photos, this and that. And it's not the truth. But if we're comparing an iPad photo booth photo to a professional grade camera, like, yeah, it's no competition. But yeah, I try to just separate us from that. And shout out to all people watching the live. What's up, guys? Good to see you. But yeah, photo booth printing, man, get yourself a printer ASAP if you don't have one. Look, even if you don't plan on doing events with it, it's so good to have for post-event. Like, imagine, like, seriously, there's people out there willing to book your digital photo booth and then have you send them the photos at a later time. Okay, cool. We got some comments in here. I love the comments, by the way. You guys have questions, please let me know. The questions are what keep the live going. If there's like no questions and I'm just yapping, like, I tend to just end the live a little early. So if you guys want questions, please ask them. Bob, good to see Bob. I was looking at the updates to LumaBooth software and saw there was an update to guided access. The way it came across to me was I could load up the last event automatically or something. I'm not quite sure I understand that. I think you're confusing what it really is. I believe that guided access is them just telling you to do guided access. Yeah, the process is still the same. Is where you just enable guided access by triple clicking the home button. Which I think I can show you here, right? I have my iPad here. I think you're referring to this, right? You hit lock and this message comes up. They're just telling you how to do it. Yeah, honestly, it's useful for the people that are new, but for those that already know this, like, yeah, it's the same thing. So look, it's just telling you to go to the settings and then to do it. The process is still the same. Yeah. Please? What do you mean, please? Do you miss using Curator Live? No, I still use it a little bit, like from time to time. Like there's certain like times I'll use it. We use it for some of our pickups, but I mainly Luma Booth. Yeah, honestly, I tried working with the Curator Live team, but like they don't have like an affiliate program or anything, and yeah, so we switched to Luma Booth. The Luma Booth team has been great. Curator, okay, let me say this. Curator Live is definitely a more feature heavy software. It has more functions and special effects than Luma Booth, but like you can't beat Luma Booth's price. And for most of you guys starting off, like you may not even need a lot of the things that Curator Live has to offer, right? Or Snap Pick, or Touch Picks, or Booth.events. Like to me, it makes more sense for the newbie. But Curator is a great app, and honestly, I love James, the owner of Curator Live. But to me, you can't beat the simplicity of Luma Booth. Bob, I had a feeling it was something like that. Yep. Charlie Booth, I love that. Hi, Drew. Kind of off topic. Do you guys create templates for other photo booth business for a fee? We do. I'll show you guys. And when I say we, it's about 99% my wife making the designs. But if she's not free, we, Hans will do it. So photobooth101.com, you go down to resources and you'll see this right here. For $25, we'll make you a custom template design and also a welcome screen for that. And we have a list of questions that you have to send us. Like what size is your iPad? What words do you want on it? And all of that. So we do that for photo booth owners. I think it's probably this end of the year we're going to be raising the price for this. Yeah, cool. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, any other comments. Uncle Drew is here for you guys. Let me know. Man. And honestly too, like I love how like going back to Luma Booth, I love how easy photo share is. Like how to like manage the gallery. It's so simple, and you know, Curator has so many different options when it comes to that. Like it's a little overwhelming for people that are new. You just can't beat the workflow here. I love how you see all of your past events, right? You literally can click. It's just so easy. In desktop version, phone version, you know, coming into here. By the way, how sick is that backdrop, right? Shout out to my backdrops, man. It's one of my favorite designs here. Let me show you guys some other designs. Let's talk about backdrop designs. This one here is the jungle themed backdrop. How awesome is that? Should I do a sale? Does anyone here want a little discount code for a backdrop? If you guys want to order some backdrop stuff, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the backdrops. Here's another design that we have. You guys, we have so many designs for you to choose from, right? You have like the wood panel here, which you can see. What other ones? Ah, the pink haze, the purple haze, pink haze. Look at this one. OG classic here. Charlie saying, awesome, thank you. I'll be going on your site shortly to order a template. Love it, man. Yeah, and just give us a couple days, John, to get it. And I tell anyone, if you're going to order the custom template designs from us, the more information you give us, the better. Where do you get your step and repeat backdrops? The ones that I'm showing you, those are the ones that we sell. So I'm using our products, the Photo Booth 101 backdrops. Kim, I returned back to work today. Just wanted to thank God for my photo booth business and to get me through this shutdown. Amen. God is good, Kim, and I'm happy you're back to work. That's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, Dev R is asking, what's your input on the best converting Instagram/Facebook ads? I usually do Google ads, but want to start Insta or Facebook. What's your input on the best converting? We can talk about that later. Yeah, we'll go over that a little bit later. But yeah, I just want to show you guys more of these backdrops for now. This is the Golden Pop, one of the most popular backdrops. And I'll be honest, for this event, we definitely recommended a different backdrop design. I don't know about you guys, but like, let's just be real. Like, the backdrop does not match the template, right? We actually recommended a different one, but the client gets what the client wants. And by the way, that's with an iPad, you guys. That's I just don't get the hate for iPad quality. I mean, like you do it right, the photos look fine. They look good. So that's Golden Pop. What other designs do I have that we've recently used? Wood with lights. The other side of the Golden Pop backdrop. I love it. Look how clean that is. That's a print, you guys. And that's one of our best sellers. Actually, I think I'm going to record a video on the Facebook. Yeah, we won't go over that today. I think I'm going to record that this week. I'll show you guys how we make a listing, not a listing, but a post on Facebook and Instagram, and then we boost it. That's how I run my ads. I'll probably just do a video. All right, do we have a backdrop for this one? No, the customer used their own here. And, you know, sometimes when they use their own, it looks like this. It sucks. You know, part of the downside of doing a la carte pricing is that, you know, they have to pay for the backdrop to rent it, and sometimes you get this. Yeah. Let's go down. What other backdrops can I show you guys? Look at this. Always a classic. Again, iPad. Little flex. But yeah, Dev R, yeah, been running my iPad booth for years. Never had any quality hate. Only when they want to zoom in after downloading does it get worse. Yeah, but that's like with any photo though, you know. I had a customer too say something about that too, and I was like, look, ma'am, like if you want photos where you can zoom in and not lose quality, like you need a studio session, not a photo booth. So like even with like a DSLR at certain points, like you zoom in on those as well. Very rarely, I've never had anyone actually complain about the quality like out of the box, but I have had 2 people mention the zoom. And they're like nice about it too. They're not like, this is awful. It's just like, yeah. So what are you guys up to, man? I want to know, you guys, it's freaking Thursday, 2 o'clock. Those that are you at work? What are you guys up to? What are you doing? This is my work. We're doing it. We're live. Oh man. So this weekend we have a 2-day, one of our events is a 2-day activation on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know, like, I think it's a bar mitzvah. I'd have to double check, but it's a 2-day event. And this is the first time where they've actually emailed us and gave us an allergy list. I guess some of the people going to the event someone's allergic to peanuts. I'm like, I don't know why they're telling us. I'm a photo booth. We're not providing food, but latex. They said no latex. And I'm like, okay, so now I need to make sure, like, I'm pretty sure none of our props have latex, but just for that simple fact, I'm going to just put only the sign props out. I'm not going to risk it because those prop signs are just made of PVC. There's no latex in it. Yeah. John is putting notary gig. Love it. Dev is saying prepping for my 360 event Saturday and waiting for my first DSLR booth shell to get delivered. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. By the way, you guys want to see the best DSLR photo booth you could buy? This is the Cloud photo booth, which we have built-in flash, which is included. You can also take this flash and mount it on the top if you'd like, or if you need to, but you have kids mode just like that. Just by removing one pillar, you can drop it down to be a kids booth. Or you could throw it into like one of those little buses if you need to, or a tabletop. Should I turn it on? You guys want to see it turned on? Let me turn this bad boy on. Where's the plug at? Hold on. Boom. It comes with a remote. Also, there's an app you can use to change out the lighting. We even have an extra light right here for the photos, but this is all, you're all able to change it. But let me show you guys the inside of the cloud booth. Okay. So you have a pretty damn powerful fan in here, right? The fan, you can also unplug if you're in a situation where you need it to be quiet. You can unplug it. But the beautiful thing about this booth, you just put this power plug into here. It runs down the tower and it powers the entire booth. It powers the outlets here, the fan, the RGB lights, the flash unit, right? Little flash. It comes with a mount here if you want to go landscape, or a bracket for portrait. Super lightweight booth, super easy to use. Like I'm telling you guys, we thought about everything with this design. You even have handles that can fold down, so when you're putting it together, just one person required. How sexy of a photo booth is this? This is, to me, probably the best looking unit we have. And again, you can use the Canon R100, that's what's recommended. Boom. And it comes with a travel case, just like this. I like to use the case to hold some stuff. SoCal, what's up, SoCal? Good to see you. Kim, the dream is my goal for next graduation season. Love it. I actually just have one dream booth. We replaced the dream with the cloud, but if you want that dream booth, let me know. But from now on, we're going cloud booth. Yeah, super, super easy to set up. This might be the fastest DSLR booth to set up. Also, too, like, there's 0 tools required for this, by the way, which is amazing. A lot of booths require like a rod or a screwdriver, 0 tools. If you have 2 hands, you can put that booth together. All right. Oh, love it. DevPut looking good. Falcon, how do you know when to go landscape or portrait with the DSLR photo booth? You don't. Your clients pick. So like, if you're not sure on layout or anything, let them choose. So we ask when we send them the template form, do you want landscape or portrait photos? And I say, if you don't know what that means, do you want a wider shot for groups, or do you want to show more full body and less people? We always let them pick. And that's the best type of customer service, guys. It's not our job to be picking these things because it's up to the client. Yeah. So we're still here celebrating 20,000 subscribers. So this is basically the discount week. If anybody is watching and you want to order anything, you like a discount or a deal, this is the time to do it. We only do these when we go live, especially if we're celebrating something. So like if you guys were to call me tomorrow when we're not live and just say, hey, I want to order something at a discount, it doesn't happen. We don't do it. It doesn't exist. Only while we're live. Uncle Gary. What's up, Uncle Gary? I love it. I love it. You guys, 20,000 subscribers is crazy. I wasn't convinced that that was like a big deal, because I'm like, 20,000, you know, you start comparing yourself to other people. But I checked. Staples Center can only hold in, which is Crypto Arena now where the Lakers play, 19,000. So there's more of us than you can fit in the stadium. How cool is that? Yeah, 20,000 subscribers, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys to death, man. Without you guys, Photo Booth 101 wouldn't exist. I probably would just be a rental owner still, right? I mean, nothing wrong with that. I could lose Photo Booth 101 and my happiness will not go down. My happiness comes from doing events and knowing that we grew that business from the ground up. But yeah, I'm a photo booth owner over a photo booth manufacturer. That's how I see it. Art, Art, what's up, Art? You guys, we have Art, the Google Ads expert. If you guys seen the channel, I did that interview with Art. Art, I think we've sent a bunch more people your way too. I've been sending people Art's way probably, bro, it's like 3 times a week where I'm like telling people to go to hit you up. Mikey, do you have a 7 by 7.5 by 7.5 bundle sale today? We have it right now. Not today, right now. We're doing deals while we're live. So my friend Mikey, if you want to order the backdrop kit bundle, it's $419. What I'll do for you, Mikey. All right, let's do it. So Mikey, if anyone else here but Mikey, not but Mikey and Mikey. So if you guys want, I'll create a 10% coupon code because we're celebrating 20K. So you can order that backdrop only while I'm live. I can't leave that code up when I'm not live because then people that are not here are going to use it. And what I'm going to also include, not just a discount, but we'll throw a gift in there. We just loaded up on our props. I'll throw in 1 or 2 of our props. So place the order while I'm live, and I'll flip a coin to see if you get 1 or 2 free props. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Oh, look at that. Art put, Art, we got Bob saying I was going to hit you up next week. Bob, do it. It's worth it. I want to tell a story, you guys, about Art. What Art's company did for one of our community members. I can't say her name, but her and her husband, let's just call her Monica. Monica and her husband were struggling with their business. Some of the most passionate people about the photo booth business. She says, Drew, I love our business. I you know, we've invested so much, and it hurts, but like we may not exist as a photo booth company. And I was like, well, what's the problem? She goes, the leads. We're not getting quality leads. We're getting leads, but they're not quality leads. And I said, you're probably falling under the problem where you're marketing yourself, you're not the cheapest. And if you're not really good at showing people why you're worth it, you're going to struggle. So ideally, you can level up your skills when it comes to promoting your business and showing your value, or you can just get better clients. And it's always easier just to get better clients. And I recommended doing some Google ads. Google ads will get you quality leads. And she went to Art. Flash forward a month and a half later, she's calling me. She goes, you know what? I've been meaning to talk to you. Art is a genius, and they've helped us so much. And now we're like fully booked. She went from almost quitting to literally being like, we're at a point to where we might have to buy another photo booth. And Art knows what he's doing, man. They know what they're doing. I always tell people, like, you know, you could do it yourself, or you could just pay them what they're asking for, which is worth it. What, $500, $600 to help them for them to set up the ads and monitor it for a month. It's worth every penny. Do it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, guys. Just do it. All right. Dev Art, I hit you up on Facebook for Google Ads setup. I'm not sure. Yeah. So if you guys want to as well, like, just make sure you go to the YouTube video that I made with Art. In the description tells you how to contact them, right? Basically, you go to that video. Here, I'll show you guys the video. Yeah, so go to YouTube. All right, then type in Google Ads Expert Hustle with Drew. I didn't even type it in right. Boom, right here. Look at that handsome man. That right there. That's Art. This is the video we did. Literally in the description, you can say, look, get a free consultation with Art and his team. Use promo PB101 so they know you're coming from us. You click on it. Boom. Right? I don't even think there's a promo code here. I guess in message you could put PB101. But yeah, they'll take care of you. How about now? I was just like this, huh? Did you guys even see what I said? Oh my gosh. Did you guys hear me show you Art and the video? Yes, yes. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I love Art, man. Art is an amazing person, genuine good soul. They honestly have one of my favorite photo booth podcasts, him and Dave. Um, yeah, man. Like it's really, it's very rare where you find people in the industry that are making good money, that are very educated when it comes to growing their business, that are willing to help people. Um, and I'm excited, guys, too. We're going to be at the Photo Booth Expo next year in February. We got a little 10 by 10 space, so we'll be there. And if you guys are planning on going, come through, say hi. I'm bringing Hans with me for sure. Tyler, I think he said he's coming. Monse will be there, and it's gonna be a blast, man. Love it, love it. Whew. All right, Sheila, let me know, Sheila, if you are in the live. Sheila just put an order in for the cloud photo booth. Sheila, shout out to Sheila, new owner of a cloud DSLR iPad photo booth. Let me hit the bell. Love it, man. Yeah, man, our business has grown. Like I always tell people too, like if anybody knows if anyone has like a finger on the pulse of the industry, if it's still a lucrative business to start, I feel like I know. I don't know anyone else that has the rights to say this other than me. Maybe a few other people, right? But I'm a photo booth business owner, so I'm active in the business. Also, I'm selling equipment to new people into the business. I'm helping people get started. And what separates me from other people is I know all of my clients. All my clients are in our group chat. I talk to mostly all of our people every single day, right? I'm in the chats that I'm seeing and I'm following up with everybody. People are posting their success. I can literally see somebody 4 months ago that bought a booth from us, flash forward to today, they're talking about getting a second photo booth. So like, don't let anybody tell you otherwise, that this business isn't a great business to start at this day and time. And again, you don't have to buy anything from anybody. I don't go live to be like, hey, I need you guys to buy stuff. I want you to buy stuff. I tell people the best booth to get is the one that allows you to start today, right? And take advantage of it, because we're going to look back. I'm being truly, brutally honest. I think the photo booth business is going to be completely saturated in 2 years. Some people may say they think it's right now. I don't think so. I still think there's not enough photo booth owners, but there's literally a company on TikTok handing out free photo booths to people. And some of these photo booths are like just $350 now. So it's like, all right, now you're going to see so many more people in this industry. It's only a matter of time. But I still think if you're watching this today, it doesn't matter completely what happens to the market, it being saturated in 2 years. If you already have your client base, if you already put the work in from here on to the next few years to become the preferred vendor for some venues, make these relationships with these wedding planners, become best friends with local photo booth owners, it won't matter what happens to the market, because they're not going to be on the market. It's about making relationships with these people to where they're no longer needing to look at other companies. And it's like dating, like you're dating, right? Like, no, this is my person. This is who I'm loyal to. So I think we still got a couple years, to be honest. And if you're wondering, well, what do you mean? Like the big 2020, right? The big 2020, the year 2020, the world shut down. And I know Art is here. If you're still watching, please shed some light here, man. In the year 2020, no one was doing events. Maybe a select few, right? Like doing some special hands-free outdoor events and all that. 80% of the market was gone. 80% of the industry just selling equipment, letting it go. You could buy a photo booth for a pickle back in the day. Like it was so damn cheap to get a photo booth because everyone was selling it. I tried to give up. I'm not proud to say that. Like I literally tried to sell my business. No one was buying it. And the equipment I had back then were the wooden photo booths that I was building in my backyard, right? Not these manufactured booths, but like actual wooden booths. So I couldn't sell it. No one wanted to buy it because you could buy like a salsa guacamole 3000 for like $500 or $800. So why would anyone want to buy my little wooden booth? So luckily I didn't quit. And, 2 years later, the world got back to normal, and the people that still had equipment saw the most easiest success I wish you guys could experience what it was like in 2022 to have a photo booth. It was amazing. We probably made the most money that year than any other year. And yeah, man, what a journey. And I still think that we haven't recovered fully from that, to be honest with you. Definitely you'll see more people starting, but there's still more of a need than there is people with booths. Okay. I love it, man. SoCal 18, Uncle Gary in the chat, love it. Turned 23, how to get corporate clients to pay me to do their brand activations. I own an enclosed photo booth business. Here we go. So here we go. Pick up your phone. Look, go after your dream clients. You want to work with a sports team? Go after it. Find out who you need to speak to is in charge of their events. Like if you're not specific with what kind of corporate clients, you know, that could be a problem. Or if you just want corporate clients in general, right? Having a good Google presence is going to help. A lot of corporate brands and companies they go to Google to find it. You can use LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is a free social media platform you can use to find other people in the industry or in an industry where they have corporate jobs. Going to your personal Facebook account. Hey, anyone here work for a corporation that would love a photo booth XYZ? Try it all. Try it all. But one place you're not going to get corporate leads, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups. You're not going to get it, right? So like quality leads, require quality marketing, in my opinion. Yeah. And I love corporate too, because if you get with the right corporate company, like we have an account with one of the biggest furniture companies in the world. I don't know, like $30,000 a year, around $30,000 to $40,000 a year from one account. They have events everywhere. And when they have events, it's not in one location, it's in 8 different spots. So like, yeah, man, go for those corporate clients. Because if you want the big bucks, that's where the money's at. But don't forget, guys, too, you could still do those events for the average Joe, right? The average Joe having a wedding, you could still build a business and make a lot of money that way. You guys want to see it? You guys want to see it? I think we did this. Am I on YouTube? I am on YouTube, right? Yeah, this is YouTube. I did it yesterday. I can do it again on this live. I'll do it fast. You guys want to see a little trick here to use Facebook and Instagram ads to get more weddings? We have 13 people here. If I get 8 people to put the word Facebook in the chat in the next 1 minute, I will show you guys again. This is a little strategy people like Steven have used to scale their business. This can literally have you spend $300 a month, make a couple $1,000s off of that. I'll be more than happy to show you guys that. All right, we got 1 Facebook, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many did I say? Did I say 10? How many did I say? I don't even remember what I said. We're almost there, friends. Almost there. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. You guys showed up. Okay. All right. And again, this is how I do it. This is Uncle Drew's method for using ads on Facebook and Instagram for weddings. Okay. All right. So, okay. You're going to want to go to your rental page, right? And you're going to want to make a post. You're going to want to make a post. I recommend a post where it's somebody at a wedding using a photo booth. Something that it's apparent it's a wedding and then that there's a photo booth, right? And again, yesterday too, I showed you guys, shout out to Bow. I'm always reminded. This was one of my favorite events, by the way. I know I got sidetracked. We were at, I don't know what center. It was some stadium. We got hired to bring a photo booth for his daughter's birthday in a green room. The Millennium Tour. That's what that was. Okay, so a photo where people are using it, right? And it's obvious. So let's just say it's this one. You see the photo booth, but they're all wearing, the bride and the groom. If you don't have one, you can even use ChatGPT to make you a photo of that, right? You make the post, right? You post it. You can basically have, photo booth for hire. And if you want to promote, let's just say it starts off at $300, photo booth for your wedding, starting off at $300, send us a message, right? But you make the post. You go back, you press boost post, okay? Hey, Miss Joy. What's up, Miss Joy? Love, good to see you. Good to see you. Always good energy when you're here. Good to see you. So from here, okay, let's just start from the top. It says goal. What results would you like? Look, there's so many options here, right? You have get more website purchases. Here, let me move this closer, guys. Hold on. I'm going to bring you guys closer to... I want you to get... I'm going to bring you up really close. You guys are literally on my desk now, okay? Give me a second. Hold on. This is free game here. There's people selling you guys this type of stuff in a course. We're doing it for free here because that's what we do over here at Hustle with Drew, Photo Booth 101. We're not gatekeeping anything. Okay, so here you're going to see, right? Get more purchases, get engagement, get more leads. Go to my website. You might think all of this sounds good, but what we want to do is get more messages. I want to be able to follow up with all of these people here. So I'm going to get more messages, right? Next up, we're going to skip all this. This is just like using like pre-done questions. That doesn't really matter too much now. We're going over here. So turn this off, right? It says advantage plus creative. Basically, Facebook says, let us do everything for you. Don't do it. They don't know what we're doing, you guys. Don't trust them for anything. You want to do it manually. So again, button, you want to go send message. Send message is important. Now, here's the secret sauce here. Again, make sure it's on Messenger and Instagram. We're going to go down to here where it says advantage, right? No, this is who sees your ad, audience. Who's going to see our ad? We're going to go to create new, okay? Now, right? This is important. Who's going to see your ad? Do you want men and women? The answer is no. We want to target women. Men are not usually calling for a photo booth rental. If you have any experience in this business, you guys, please say it right now. You're lying if you sit here and tell me that most of your clients are men. They're not. They're women. Let's just be real. I don't care where you're located. It's the same everywhere, especially for a wedding, right? And if it's a guy, it's typically because the woman is saying, hey, handle this for me. So we target women. I'm not going to waste my money here. So age group. I don't want an 18-year-old to see my ad. No offense to anyone that's 18. You don't have much of this. You don't. So why are we going to let an 18-year-old see an ad? And usually 18-year-olds aren't engaged, right? Because we're trying to use this for a wedding ad. I think it's anywhere from like 24, 25. You can kind of go down and just play with it, but let's just call it 24. Age group 65, we're going to drop this down to just 55, and you'll be surprised how many 55-year-olds are getting married for the third time. It does happen. So scroll down to locations. United States, that's too big. I don't want anyone in Texas to see my ad if I live in California. So you're going to type in your city, right? Need my keyboard here. Hold up. We're going to type in La Puente, right? Let's just say we live in La Puente. Okay. Boom, whatever, right? Let's just say this is the location. And from here, you can put the radius, right? Let's zoom out. From your location, how many miles do you want your ad to be seen? I say up to 35 miles, to be real. Okay. Boom, we'll go 35. So now I know that people in my area are going to see my ad. I don't have to worry about NorCal or freaking New York. It's just this little radius. So down here is where the secret sauce is, okay? And you're going to be like, damn, I can't believe it's this simple. Look at targeted interest. Type in the word engaged. Look at this. So anybody that's engaged will see it. There's even recently engaged, right? So we're going to go engaged, and then we're going to type in engaged again. Hold on. It's hard because I have my keyboard here. Engaged. Look. Engaged 1 year. You can do 3 months. I highly recommend you select all three of these. And let's just say you did. You go to save audience. Okay. And now you're just setting your budget. Okay, let me move this over here. So budget. Try this for a month, my friends. Okay, try it for a month, please. And give it at least 200 to 300 bucks. So you can play with the dial here, right? And then it kind of gives you like the estimate, right? So you have 7 days. You want to reach it up to 30 days, right? So we're going to go all the way up to 30. It'll tell you when you start and when it stops, right? So then it tells you if right here, you're going to spend, what is that, $210. So you can kind of bump it up to get it up to where you want it to, right? Then that's it. That's it. Boom. Placements, let us budget. I always, again, take that off. That would be the last thing you do. I don't let them do anything for me. Then you have your credit card info. Then you would just hit publish. That's it, man. Expect to get out of that 300, let's just say you did $300. I'd say expect to get at least 250 leads, or maybe, no, 200 leads at minimum. It depends on where you're located, obviously, right? But for anybody in like a decent sized city, you should probably get around that much. Doesn't that excite you? Even if it, let's just say Uncle Drew's wrong, and it's 100 leads. If you just close 10 of those 100, that could be what? What is 10 times 500? Let's just say you're charging $500. $5,000? Am I right? Am I doing that math right? Let's see if you're faster than me. Am I right or am I wrong? What is that? 500 times 10. Bro, $5,000. For a $300 investment? Come on, guys. So, will I post a live? Yeah, I'll post it. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe. But, all right, that's it for today's live. I just wanted to do that. And last but not least, if there's anybody here that doesn't have the contract samples for their business, we're celebrating 20,000 subscribers here on YouTube. If you don't have the contracts and you want to order the contracts at a really good deal, I can do this for you while I'm live. Just put the word contract in the comments. I'll lower the price and I'll literally will give you, we'll go 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do it. And we normally sell those for $300. We have them on sale for $200, but I'll come up with an amazing deal. What do we do? $80? I'll do $80. I think that's kind of what we've been doing here on the doing here. All swing using your contract this Thursday. Let's go. Love it. DJ Pun, thank you so much. All swing, I'm running another digital magazine cover for $5,500 next Thursday. All from that one tutorial. Can't thank you enough. Feel free to send me $1,000. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Man, let me hit the bell one more time for you guys. Let me pin this comment, you guys. That is insane. If you don't know what All Swing is talking about, I made a tutorial where I showed how to make a digital magazine cover, and you have a lot of people, photo booth owners, spending $3,000 to $5,000 to get a physical big box that looks like a magazine cover. Uncle Drew, also known as Temu Drew, I like to do things on the cheap, and I made a tutorial where you can digitally make one. And the fact that All Swing is making $5,500 from one event is absolutely nuts to me. That has to be what? Even with prints, you're probably profiting at least $5,000. One event, you guys. One event. Good clients are out there. I guarantee you All Swing did not find that client from Facebook Marketplace. All Swing, that's probably, if you don't mind, All Swing, where did you get that client? Like, where did that lead come from? No prints. That's even more insane. Wow. I'm so impressed. I did it with lights that flash like paparazzi as an experience. Man, let me fine tune this bell. That's awesome. All corporate, love it. All right, family, Uncle Drew signing out. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. I will see you guys at a later time. Take care.